Whereas etiquette and manners apply to men and women equally, chivalry refers specifically to acts of kindness performed towards women. Today, you might have heard that chivalry is dead, or mistakenly believe that feminism means chivalry is no longer appreciated. But nothing could be further from the truth. To this day, there are many acts of chivalry that women love, yet men have become so unchivalrous that they can no longer expect to receive them. But in today's video, I'm going to help you break that mold with 5 acts of chivalry that make women melt. So, why do women still love a chivalrous man? Chivalry isn't about doing things to get a woman into bed. In fact, many acts of chivalry could be done just as much for your grandma as they could your date. Chivalry is all about small ways to show your appreciation. Besides, women still love old-fashioned romance, and they're still waiting for that knight in shining armor to sweep her off her feet. And being chivalrous shows that you are capable and willing to protect her if need be. Here's something for the guys who think they shouldn't be chivalrous because of feminism or gender equality. Performing an act of kindness for a woman does not make her weak or any less independent. Men and women are equals, but that doesn't mean she doesn't appreciate you doing the little things for her, even if it's something she's perfectly capable of doing herself. If you are a chivalrous man, it doesn't mean you think she's weak or incapable. It's because you want her to feel special. So let's begin with 5 acts of chivalry that make women melt. When possible, always walk or drive your date home at the end of the night. Sadly, many of our cities are dangerous and women don't feel safe walking home alone at night. If you are willing to go out of your way to take her home, it shows that you have a protector mindset and that you're willing and able to make her feel safe. And although it may sometimes lead to an invitation to come inside, don't walk her home just for the purpose of getting to her bedroom. Guys who do things like that are the ones who give chivalry a bad name. True chivalry is performed without an expectation that you'll get anything in return. Chivalry is never transactional and must never be performed with ulterior motives. Anytime you're with a lady and she encounters a door, always open it for her. You probably know that one, but here's how to take it a step further. When you're opening the car door to let her out, always extend a hand to offer your support. Especially with a low sports car or a high SUV or truck, it's not always easy for a petite lady to get out of a car in a dignified way, especially if she's wearing a dress and heels. But she will appreciate you making this easier for her and helping her exit gracefully. Another tip about the car door: when letting her in, make sure her skirt, coat, or scarf is not trapped in the footwell as you close the door. And make sure her seatbelt is securely fastened before driving off. Here is a classic romantic gesture that needs to make a comeback, especially as we're entering winter. When a lady tells you she's cold, she's quietly hoping that you will prove to be the ultimate gentleman and offer her your sweater, jacket, or coat. I recently saw a post in my free community, The Gentleman's Lobby, where a young man revealed he'd done this for a lady the other day, and he actually shared a screenshot of the text message she sent him the day after, showing her appreciation. Not only did she say thank you, but she even called the gesture heartwarming. So to all the young men who are taking inspiration from my videos and being more chivalrous, I couldn't be more proud of you. When it comes to the offering your coat or jacket, I think it comes down to this. She's looking to see if you have that protector, provider mindset. Are you willing to sacrifice some of your comfort for the sake of hers? And I would even go as far as to say that I think it's shameful and even weak as a man if you would rather stay warm while she gets cold. You need to show that you can sacrifice some of your needs for the sake of hers. To me, it makes perfect sense within the traditional gender dynamic that a man should sacrifice some of his comfort for the sake of hers. I don't care how you split chores in your house. Even if your wife does everything, there is one chore that will always be a man's job. And that's taking out the trash. It's smelly, it's dirty, and it requires going outside, sometimes at night, sometimes when it's cold. So why would you leave your lady to do that? I don't think I need to say anything more about this one. Conventional chivalry will tell you that a man should always walk on the outside of the sidewalk, the side nearest the road. And that's still good advice 90% of the time. However, things have gotten so bad in some US cities that sometimes the biggest danger is actually on the sidewalk. When I went to San Francisco, there was an endless number of homeless people, drug users, and gangs on the sidewalk, camped outside storefronts and people's homes. So in that case, it was actually more chivalrous for the lady to walk on the outside of the sidewalk and for me to put myself in between her and the potentially dangerous people. It's sad our cities have got to this point, but as modern gentlemen, we have to adapt the rules of chivalry so that our ladies feel safe and protected. Gentlemen, I want us to help each other out here, so please go to the comments and share one act of chivalry that you do which women appreciate. And before I go, I have to tell you about the Gent Z Christmas party. On December 4th, I am hosting a Christmas party here in Chicago, and whether you've been to our meetups before or not, you are more than welcome to come and celebrate with me and everybody else who enjoys and supports this channel and this movement. Tickets are highly limited, and we've got people traveling from as far as New York and California to come and be with us on December 4th. So if you haven't got your ticket already, the top link in the description will take you to the page you need. Yes, I am charging a small ticket price entry. That's just to cover the cost of hiring out a dedicated venue and supplying enough cocktails for everybody for the entire night. And this time, partners, wives, girlfriends, etc. are all welcome to join. So do remember to go and get your ticket right now using the link down below. And I look forward to seeing you on December 4th here in Chicago.